Friends, colleagues, graduates, good afternoon and welcome to the University of Manchester and to this very special occasion. May I particularly welcome those guests who are here as family, friends and supporters of those who are about to graduate. Thank you for making this day so very unique in their lives and for all that you've done along the way to get them here. I know you'll be proud of their achievements, but almost certainly they would not be here now without your financial and emotional support. And welcome to you graduates. You look rather splendid. We're delighted that you chose to study at Manchester and that you're here in Whitworth Hall to reap the rewards of your hard work. Unfortunately for you, there remains the small matter of a graduation address, which I suppose you might regard as a ritualized pause somewhere between anticipation and celebration. Some years ago, and I'll leave you to speculate on how many, I graduated from the University of Glasgow. Like you, I attended a graduation ceremony in a hall not unlike this, presided over by a senior university officer, and listened to a graduation address, probably not so very unlike the one I'm about to inflict on you now. I remember that it was a very fine warm day, again not unlike today. I remember sitting nervously waiting to go up onto the platform to receive my degree. And I think I can remember where my family and I went later that day for dinner. I have absolutely no memory at all of who was the Vice-Chancellor or the Dean, or who gave the graduation address, nor do I remember a single word of what was said. Now, the point of this futile trip down memory lane is to indicate my expectations of what my words are likely to mean to you. Indeed, the point's been made by Robert Orban, an American comic and magician, that graduation speeches were invented largely in the belief that students should never be released into the world until they have been properly sedated. So with that thought in mind, I imagine you will forget what I have to say, but, well, I'm going to say it anyway. Graduations in the form we recognize them probably originated in 11th century Bologna as a ceremony to mark an apprentice becoming a master, as you're about to do. But one of the earliest recorded events that has the appearance, let's say, of a graduation is described in the Gospel of Matthew, when Jesus of Nazareth commissions his disciples to go out into the world and spread the gospel. Now, whatever your religious beliefs, I hope we can all agree that Jesus was a teacher and that his disciples might reasonably be thought of as students. Now, unlike you, those students did not matriculate. They didn't choose from a range of courses. They didn't submit essays, and I don't think they received grades. But they did sit in tutorials, the 12-to-1 student-staff ratio. They did learn texts or parables. They did go out on field work or missions, and they did receive, it seems, timely feedback. When the teacher believed they were ready, they were sent out to promote societal change, to utilize the transferable skills, and to pass on knowledge. It's reasonable, I think, to suggest that this graduation was among the most impactful and significant in human history. And even if we remove the advantages of, let's say, having God on your side and being able to perform the odd miracle, the consequences arising from that handful of committed graduates going out on their mission are truly staggering. So, what about you? You may not be apostles with the aforementioned advantages, but you are about to go out into the world. So what is your mission? If we listen to the debate taking place in the UK about the purpose of a university education, you might be forgiven for thinking there is only one purpose in a degree: money. You need to get a reasonably interesting and well-paid job, preferably within 6 months of graduating. You need to start paying taxes. You need to pay off your debts. And if you earn more over your working life than you might have done had you not acquired a degree, then you can consider your investment in a university education a success. In the USA, you can find tables on the web with a college debt to earnings ratio to help you make this decision. Now, I don't entirely disagree with the above calculation. With 2 grown-up children who graduated 5 and 3 years ago and are still in temporary employment, I've got a lot of sympathy with the idea of investment and return. But you might want to bear in mind the thought that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. And is financial reward to be your sole purpose? Have you studied law, explored criminology, and debated medical ethics only so that you might one day become wealthy? Well, we sincerely wish that you are successful in monetary terms, and even high-minded academics have been known to seek financial rewards. Nevertheless, I hope that your immersion in law and in the humanities has done more than prepare you for a sophisticated version of Sir Alan Sugar's world of dog-eat-dog apprentices. I hope your education has nursed within you a sense of calling, an old-fashioned word perhaps, mission or purpose, a commitment to life goals that embrace a broader set of ambitions and values. Indeed, that is one reason that the School of Law offered you the opportunity to take part in its Legal Advice Centre and the Street Law Society, which provides legal information to community groups. Now, to some people, it may appear that your law degree is a handicap to a higher purpose. For as long as there have been lawyers, there have been critics of bad laws and a greedy, grasping legal profession. The material to select from is plentiful. Consider the Spanish proverb, "It is better to be a mouse in a cat's mouth than a man in a lawyer's hands." Or the song by Sleepy Guitar Johnson, I bet you've never heard of him, "Lawyer, Liar, Blues." Or the old joke, "How can you tell when a lawyer is lying? Yes, his lips move," etc. All very unfair, I am sure, and my apologies to the lawyers and noble judges who may be in the hall for repeating these slurs. And then there is Shakespeare urging, "The first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers," which you can find printed in T-shirts and sold in Stratford or the Folder Library in Washington, D.C. But as some of you will know, this quotation from Henry VI, Part 2, comes from the mouth of Dick the Butcher when discussing what will be done on the completion of a military coup. Killing the lawyers was not intended to clean up corruption, but was aimed at removing the means of maintaining the rule of law. For, to go back to Republican Rome and to who else but Cicero, the people's good is the highest law. So whether or not you become professional lawyers, your engagement in learning about law gives you an insight and a responsibility that has enormous societal value. And that knowledge places you under an obligation to society. In studying the law and humanities, in considering how civilizations have constructed their laws, in investigating why people turn to crime and what might be done to prevent it, and in researching the dilemmas society faces from those legal and ethical challenges that arise in scientific discovery, you have been seeking to understand what it is to be human. It's an eternal quest, and it is one that cannot be answered simply by biology or by economics, both of which can and have led us down some of the darkest alleys in the human story. It's our duty in the humanities to expose corruption and tyranny in those who wield authority, while protecting the weak, the impoverished, and the voiceless. Because of what we have learned, it is our responsibility to deploy the wisdom of our poets and our philosophers to reflect on the worst and the best experiences in our messy and inspiring human story, and to critique every aspect of the world in which we find ourselves. And so, armed with that sense of mission, it's time to move on. And here it's worth recalling Henry Kissinger's observation that each success only buys an admission ticket to a more difficult problem. For you who are about to graduate, there are many problems ahead, not least in confronting a difficult employment market, but you are equipped to deal with most of those problems. Aristotle wrote, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. A habit we hope you have polished here in this great seat of learning where Nobel Prizes are won. It is something understood by Microsoft, the Disney Corporation, the Royal Shakespeare Company, the SAS, and I suppose I have to say it, Manchester United. For all of us, teachers, researchers, and students, excellence must be habitual. It is the lifeblood of our community, and this is the standard by which you should judge yourselves. I began reflecting on memory, and I want to return to it briefly again. J.M. Barrie, the creator of Peter Pan, made the point when addressing students in 1922 that God gave us memory so that we might have roses in December. The expression is perhaps a little twee for our world, but I hope you can still appreciate the image. I said at the start I have no expectation that you will remember anything I've said, but I do hope that when you find yourselves in some December experience, you will draw strength from your days here at this great university. If you are wise, and in the long term it is always better to be wise than clever, you will find inspiration in the memories of the scholars you have read, the teachers who guided you, and those friends who learned alongside you. So on behalf of the university, I congratulate you all. Well done. You've finished this particular race and carried off one of life's valuable prizes. Thank you again to the parents and families and supporters who've been with you throughout these years of study. And I'm sure you would want me to thank your lecturers and tutors who, mostly, gave all their best so that you might take a step closer to attaining your ambition. We've known one another for only a very short time, but it's been a rich time that I hope you will never forget. We hope, too, that you will keep in touch as alumni and that you will return from time to time throughout the various stages of your lives. Wherever you go and whatever you do, in work and in life, I trust you will carry with you the University of Manchester's commitment to academic excellence and social engagement, and remember our motto, knowledge, wisdom, humanity.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, it is my privilege to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Laws with honours, Amar Abbasi. Laura Abibe. Sarish Abid. Paul Jones Alan Mayer Abuagei. Noor Yasira Ahmad Yasura. Damilola Adibola Ajayi. Chimsom Akar. Amaka Amadi. Inga Amalola Anderson. Yi Rong Ang. Minghui Dian Rea Ang. Nadia Anwar. Umutinian Annette Ashemota. Abulanle Rashidat Ayoula. Philippa Louise Rosamond Bailey. Marie Maria Baricati. Charlotte Laura Baker. Christopher John Basford. Rubina Begum. Paul Berry. Jenna Bhatia. Shahira Binte Moad Anwar. Daniel Bolster. Richard Booth. Yanis Baubles. Laura Bosworth. Naomi Claire Brownlow. Rhys Bruin. Amelia Bullock-Muir. Olivia Burgess. Lucinda Jane Burgoyne. Kerry Louise Butler. Rachel Carswell. Eiste Camerite. Samantha Joanne Chammings. Dixon Chan. Ai Ting Chan. Kelly Louise Charlton. Ashley Vincent Chiento. Si Sing Chong. Lin Pearl Chu. Wen Ting Irene Chow. Charlton Kai Wing Chu. Holly Cope Jones. Henry Corrigan. Rachel Koroboy. Michael Craven. Emily Ruth Croskery. Laura Jane Croskery. Jonathan Mark Crossley. Marcio Rafael Antea da Cunha. Elizabeth Emily de la Ronde Wilton. Theo Demetriou. Aoife Devlin. Jessica Ann Dorset. Gemma Drabble. Dejan Dragujev. Rachel Melissa Duffy. Claire Paget Durkin. Kate Eggleshaw. Michael John Epaminondu. Ufoma Esiri. Crescent Esikwu. Raja Faraz Majid Faiz. Bo Yi Fan. Ida Fatimi. Jamie Lee Fleming. Stephanie Jane Fox. Nikki Francescu. Victoria Grace Fry. Laura Claire Gallagher. Samuel Richard Gerson. Kieran Gill. Hannah Gohar. Shea Gomez de Mesquita. Yi Zhen Gui. Heather Griffiths. Amelia Hale. Sean David Hallam. Belinda Louise Hallworth. David Jasmine Hannah. Aisha Hack. Rasheen Hartley. Harriet Hayhurst. Sophie Holt. Sophie Margot Howard. Josh Aled Hughes. Farah Hussain. Noresa Binte Hussin. Alan Ayorath. Madeline Ireland. Tara Johnson. Hannah Jones. Matthew Thomas Jones. Maze Katim. Lauren Kandinov. Cara Philippa Kang. Ben Kerry. Rima Kosla. Meia Cleopas. Erich Kurz, Mervyn Lai, Callista Lai, Marcel Lang, Kai Yin Lau, Kai Yi Lau, Amanda Lee, Wan Chi Lee, Richard Daniel Lees, Amy Mary Lennox, Su Yi Leong, Sean Mark Liu, Emily Sarah Lewis, Alvin Hua Li Yi Lim, James Luden, Yor Ren Lo, Catherine Victoria Lumby, Jamila McGee, Imran Mahmood, Alexander William Mathinson, Amelia Grace Malander, Robert George Manning, Joshua James Marshall, Jane Louise Martin, Myhall Finian McDermott, Leanne McCleary, Garth MacDonald, Joseph Patrick William McGinn, Kavita Mehta, William James Metcalf, Konstantinos Michael, Akende Membi, Aida Serena Tarzai, Roxanne Teresa Moon, Caroline Morris, Asif Yassin Magal, Angela Moy, Helen Rachel Musi, Kezia Mwanzaya, Laura Amy Neal, Lauren Sarah Newbury, Timothy U Yin Ng. Aidan Oliver Nolan. Kirsty North. Sinead Novak. Nomso Normadi. Kiva O'Connor. Jessica O'Carroll. Callum O'Connor. Ifejisu Ogunle. Adibola Agansanya. Jerry Okekaru. Oluwatosin Okunlimo. Oyenka Oyekwilu. Jadesola Orishana. Daniela Margaret Ortega. Emma O'Shea. Rikin Papari. James Parr. Shrina Patel. Elizabeth June Paul. Marina Pericleos. Paula Maria Popescu. Samantha Elizabeth Potter. Alexander Pusey. Dominic Rabbit. Alia Riaz. Gary Redfern. Finula Rehill. Richard Robinson. Claire Rooney. Alexander James Paul Rowan. Andrew Ruddy. Danielle Ryan. Riza Sadiki Yekata. Nihal Sajwani. Menreed Salama. Aisha Salim. Rebecca Schofield. Karen Louise Seddon. Maria Cristala Sedari. Serene Shafat. Yasmin Sheikh. Shivam Sharma. Hannah May Shaw. Lisa Catherine Sheehan. Hayley Shelley. Sami ul Haq Sadiqi. Jonathan Sisto. Rebecca May Smith. Yasmin Smith. Andrew James Smith. Andrew Michael Thomas Smith. Henry David Sterling. Irina Stoyanova. Zenobia Stialanu. Glyn Alexander Justin Sullings. Ying Chern Tan. Shang Neng Tan. Yong Tat Tan. Shangwei Tan. Caroline Rachel Taylor. Charlotte Kerry Taylor. Chu Yin Tay. Han Lei Teo. Nicole Lee Sheng Thang. Pei Shan Tong. Jade Tuffail. Shamini Sheena Utra. Samrita Verdi. Robin Waddington. Hong Meng Wei. Joanna Walker. Chang Weng. Rebecca Joy Waterhouse. Davis Way Joseph. Charlotte Sarah Webster. Amy Wedgwood. Alice Welland. Marsha Williamson. Daniel Wordsworth. Seo Chien William Wu. Kuram Yakub. Ashley Thomas Charles Yarwood. Maxine Kit Man Yu. Florence Zimin Yong. Oliver Lawrence Youngman. And Yun Wen Yu. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws in Law with Criminology with honours, Pamela Jebb. Vanessa Verbranich. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Shabnam Udin. Mr. President, that concludes the presentations at this ceremony.
Thank you. Well, today we've celebrated the award of your degrees. Congratulations again. And on behalf of the University of Manchester, I extend to each of you our very best wishes for your future. I now declare this ceremony closed.